Welcome back to Nevermore. Wednesday Season 2 is here, and it's bigger, darker, and even more twisted than before. We've got new characters, hidden Easter eggs, and lots of behind the scenes to go through in 107 Facts about Wednesday Season 2. Let's get started. Number 1. Before Wednesday Season 2 went into production, a Wednesday spin-off series centered around Uncle Fester entered early development at Netflix in December of 2023. However, since then, updates for the spin-off became very sparse. Number 2. By 2025, it was confirmed by show creators Alfred Goh and Miles Millar that the project was no longer a priority. They wanted to focus producing more Wednesday, getting back to the character as fast as possible to give fans what they wanted. Number 3. Filming for Wednesday Season 2 began as early as May of 2024, with locations in Ireland. By August 2024, production had completed 4 episodes of Season 2, with filming officially wrapping in early December 2024. Number 4. Jenna Ortega admitted she wasn't very happy that she and Emma Myers had so few scenes together in the first half of the season. Still, the two got to reconnect off-set while filming different projects in New Zealand, with Ortega on Clara and the Sun and Myers filming for the Minecraft movie. They met up once in Auckland, spending the day at the beach, a cafe, and exploring shops, including a bookstore. Yeah, I know it's not Wednesday specific, but you know, it is Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers, so it was worth mentioning. At least to me, of course. Number 5. Several scenes in Wednesday Season 2 utilized locations in and around Dublin, Ireland. Locations like Charlesville Castle were used for interiors of Nevermore Academy, while Kilternan, Clonleaf, and Roundwood were used for outdoor scenes. Some sets even shared locations with another Netflix original, Vikings Valhalla. Number 6. Jenna Ortega's schedule was coordinated with the Scream filmmakers before the 2023 SAG strikes. Due to the constantly shifting schedule, it was reported that this was the reason Jenna Ortega exited from Scream 7, due in 2026. However, in April of 2025, Ortega denied that scheduling conflicts were the reason for her departure from Scream 7, instead stating it was due to the exits of Melissa Barrera, Matt Bettolini-Olpin, and Tyler Gillett. Number 7. Alright, enough about the filming, let's talk about the costumes. When discussing the costumes and looks for this season of Wednesday, costume designers Colleen Atwood and Mark Sutherland revealed their intention to elevate the costumes without losing the essence of what makes the characters who they were. With the characters growing and aging, the costumes became more elegant and adult. Number 8. One striking difference between seasons 1 and 2 of Wednesday is that Wednesday herself can be seen wearing more dresses and skirts, as opposed to the jeans she wore for a lot of season 1. Wednesday is even given a new Sherlock Holmes style coat when she's sleuthing around. Number 9. For our other main girl, Enid, her costumes directions were pulled from Japanese street style mixed in with some New York street vibes. Compared to season 1, her colors aren't as sugar-coated, leaning more towards jewel-colored instead. Number 10. A subtle touch in Enid's character design is in her nails. If you notice, they begin the season painted in bold, vibrant colors, but gradually fade into lighter tones as her storyline develops. Number 11. According to a Netflix article, Wednesday Season 2 takes inspiration from several classic horror films such as Frankenstein, Night of the Living Dead, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Number 12. Episode 1 is titled Here We Woe Again, which is a clever play on the phrase Here We Go Again. It being the season opener, it is the perfect title for the return of Wednesday Addams. Number 13. Alfred Goh, one of the showrunners, plays a TSA agent in the Season 2 debut episode. You can catch him wearing a baseball hat. That's how you know it's him. Number 14. Haley Joel Osment makes a cameo appearance in Season 2's debut episode as well as the Kansas City Scalper. The Scalper was inspired by the real-life Kansas City Butcher. Number 15. The dolls that Wednesday's surrounded by when captured by the Scalper wear the outfits of the Kansas City Scalper's victims, as seen in the newspaper article after he was caught. Number 16. A typo can actually be seen in the newspaper article. It stated that the Scalper was caught in 2025, despite Wednesday Season 2 taking place in 2023. Number 17. Heading over to Nevermore itself, with Principal Weems gone, a new principal heads Nevermore, and that is Principal Barry Dort, played by Steve Buscemi. Number 18. Edgar Allan Poe was used as the inspiration for Principal Dort's look. To emphasize this, the production team even included a portrait of Edgar Allan Poe in Dort's office, as a little Easter egg, of course. Number 19. Agnes DeMille, a eccentric young outcast with the power of invisibility, is Wednesday's stalker turned close ally. She is another newcomer in Season 2. She's portrayed by Evie Templeton, a longtime fan of Wednesday, whose previous credits include Life After Life and Criminal Record. Number 20. The role of Agnes marks Templeton's first big acting role, and due to her debut in Wednesday Season 2, she broke out into a global star. Number 21. Nevermore's houses are inspired by Shakespearean characters. Ophelia was taken from the story of Hamlet, Caliban borrows from the character in The Tempest, meanwhile Thisbe and Puck are from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Number 22. Bruno Yusan joins Nevermore as a new werewolf student with a romantic connection to Enid. He is portrayed by newcomer Noah B. Taylor in this breakout role. Number 23. There's one actor from Season 1 that surely isn't returning, and that is Percy Hines White, who played the character of Xavier Thorpe. Principal Dort actually has a in-universe explanation and says that Xavier Thorpe was pulled from Nevermore Academy by his father to attend Reichenbach Academy in Switzerland. Of course, this is the in-universe reason for his absence, as actor Percy Hines White didn't return to the series following allegations made against him. Number 24. The Rotwood Cottage in Wednesday Season 2 belongs to Morticia in this season, usurping it from Marilyn Thornhill / Laurel Gates. The set itself took about 9 weeks to build and contains handcrafted details sculpted into the walls and stained glass windows. Number 25. The cottage itself is actually a really cool nod to the house featured in the Addams Family TV series. From the brown bear, the Iron Maiden in the corner, the two-headed tortoises, and even the large fan-back chairs, each piece brings back this old Addams Family vibe. Number 26. In addition to that, the Addams Family home is filled with bizarre decor, which completely tracks considering how odd their family is. Among these pieces of decor are shrunken heads, and if you look closely, you can see that one of the heads is actually based on actor Luis Guzman, the actor for Gomez Addams, utilizing scans of his face. Number 27. A character in the form of Isadora Capri, portrayed by Billie Piper, serves as Nevermore Academy's new head of music. Number 28. According to Netflix, Isadora Capri was styled and inspired by the English musician Florence Welch. Number 29. The Nevermore music room organ is quite big. Official measurements have it at 15 feet tall and 10 feet wide. Its design was inspired by the film Nosferatu in 1922, with the organ's silhouette taking inspiration from the pointed ears of the titular vampire. Number 30. The piece that Wednesday performs on cello in this debut episode is called Dance of the Nights, by, and I know I'm going to butcher this name, Sergei Sergeyevich Prokofiev, specifically from his ballet of Romeo and Juliet circa 1935. Number 31. In her speech at the end of the episode, Wednesday makes a callback that fans will recognize, and quotes the Addams Family credo from the first movie, "We gladly feast on those who would subdue us." Number 32. Episode 2, The Devil You Woe, twists the saying "the devil you know." The title points to the arrival of a new danger, as the shocking murder of Sheriff Galpin comes to light. Number 33. Christopher Lloyd is cast as Nevermore's longest-serving teacher, Professor Orloff. His head is preserved in a jar, keeping him alive and talkative. Number 34. Christopher Lloyd's return to the Addams Family universe is actually kind of a cool callback to his iconic role as Uncle Fester in the 1991 film The Addams Family and its 1993 sequel, Addams Family Values. While Fred Armisen now plays Uncle Fester in the Netflix series, bringing in Lloyd fills in the void that Christina Ricci leaves as an Addams Family alumni. Number 35. To create Professor Orloff's head in the jar, the team used volume capture technology, scanning every frame of Christopher Lloyd's performance to build a lifelike CG version. Vision effects supervisor Tom Turnbull made it believable by adding distortions, bubbles, and grime so it looked like his head was truly floating in water. Number 36. Speaking of Uncle Fester, Fred Armisen's Fester has a interesting collection of driver's licenses and passports, exactly 33 and 18 respectively. According to an official Netflix article, Fred Armisen posed for each and every one of them. Number 37. Thandiwe Newton joined Season 2 as Dr. Rachel Fairburn, the chief psychiatrist at Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital, adding to an already stacked cast for the season. Number 38. Rounding out the Willow Hill crew, we have Judy Stonehurst, the executive assistant at Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital. She is played by Heather Matarazzo, which is in no relation to Gaten Matarazzo of Stranger Things fame. Number 39. One thing you'll notice is that Judy Stonehurst's office decor is filled with cat motifs, which is a distraction from her avian identity. However, later, by contrast, her home is themed entirely around birds. Number 40. The security guard at Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital tells Wednesday to be obsessed with something else, like puppies, which is funny because in the original Addams Family from 1964, the Addamses were known to despise puppies. Number 41. The title of Episode 3 is Call of the Woe, which is a riff on Call of the Wild. It likely reflects how the plot moves into the wilderness, with much of the action taking place outdoors at Camp Jericho. Number 42. When Wednesday asks Gomez what happened to Aunt Ophelia, he replies, "That is not my story to tell." This is a reference to the Addams Family series from 1964, where, in Ophelia's first on-screen appearance in the episode Morticia's Romance Part 1, it was Morticia and not Gomez who told Ophelia's story. Number 43. The swords for the El Duelo a Ciega in Wednesday Season 2 were inspired by Barcelona architect Antoni Gaudí, famous for landmarks like Parc Güell, Casa Batlló, Casa Mila, and the Sagrada Familia. Number 44. Jenna Ortega and Catherine Zeta-Jones actually performed the blindfolded duel themselves. However, for the final version, stunt doubles replaced them for the scene. Number 45. While we're talking about stunt doubles and stunts, to make it appear as though the werewolf characters are sprinting on all fours, stunt performers are attached to suspended wire rigs. The effect was used to sell the illusion of animal movement, but honestly, I gotta say, it still looks like they're floating a bit, which kind of takes me out of it. It looks kind of silly. This is just a little critique. They do look like they're floating. Number 46. While many stunts were handled by doubles, Jenna Ortega actually performed the zipline stunt herself from Episode 3, which in the show was the one that gave her team the victory in the competition. Number 47. There's a moment in Episode 3 that will probably please fans of The Shining. In this scene, Slurp grabs an axe and uses it to break a bathroom stall door where Gomez is showering. Slurp then peeks his head through the opening, which is reminiscent of Jack Nicholson's performance in that scene in The Shining. Number 48. Episode 4 is named If Those Woes Could Talk, which is a variation on If These Walls Could Talk. I don't actually know what the pun is connecting, other than maybe it's about how there's so many hidden mysteries in Nevermore, and, you know, if the walls could talk, there's so many things to reveal. Number 49. Season 2, Episode 4 marks the return of Christina Ricci as Laurel Gates, or Marilyn Thornhill, whichever you want to call her. She isn't here for very long, but according to the showrunners, there's always a chance for her to return, with their approach being never say never. Number 50. Season 2 extends the Addams Family a little bit with Grandmama Hester Frump, Morticia's wealthy and sharp-tongued mother. She is played by Joanna Lumley, who's best known for Absolutely Fabulous, Corpse Bride, and Fool Me Once. Number 51. Grandmama Hester Frump's style takes inspiration from Daphne Guinness, hairstyle and all. Number 52. It's all in the details, especially when you want things to look perfect. Even though the scene is fairly fleeting, for the scene where Grandmama Hester Frump drinks a Bloody Mary, the crew tested out 36 different glasses before finding the one used in the scene. Number 53. Wednesday's attic bedroom was crafted as a tribute to Charles Addams' original New Yorker comics. Subtle details like an octopus sketch at the foot of the bed and a hand-painted dinosaur mural are nods to the Addams signature style. Number 54. Taking a bit more time inside Wednesday's room, we can see that there was a doll-sized guillotine, which was a prop that holds a little dark secret. As a child, Wednesday had spent her time decapitating dolls for fun. Number 55. The song in this episode that Isadora Capri plays on piano is a piano and orchestral rendition of the song Zombie by the Cranberries. Netflix, once again, trying to get their musical viral moment in for social media. I see y'all. I see what you're trying to do. Number 56. The interiors of the Iago Clock Tower set was one of the production's largest builds, constructed entirely from steel and equipped with a working elevator, and this is the result of their investment into the series. Number 57. The swords hanging from the ceiling in the Clock Tower set weren't actually steel, despite me saying that the set was constructed entirely from steel. They were sculpted from foam, since building the rig with real blades would have been a serious safety hazard. Imagine though, world's most dangerous set. Number 58. For the hides in this scene, stunt performers walked on crutches and aluminum stilts, which helped match the height and the gait of the monstrous hides. Number 59. In this episode, Tim Burton himself makes a voice cameo, lending his additional talents to voice Ozzy the Parrot. Number 60. Frances O'Connor enters the fray as Francois Galpin, Tyler's long-lost mother, who is revealed to be alive and institutionalized at Willow Hill. Number 61. Tyler's mother, Francois, is revealed to be patient 1938. This number isn't random and was chosen to serve as a subtle Easter egg referencing 1938, the year Charles Addams first introduced the Addams Family comics in The New Yorker. Number 62. At the end of episode 4, the stunt where Wednesday crashes out of the window involved wire work and carefully staged rigging to make the scene feel real. Instead of actually tossing Jenna Ortega out of a window, the crew built a window horizontally so that she could just fall through with the help of gravity. With a clever camera trick, it looked as though she had really been thrown outside, and what really sold the effect was the high compression rubber road, which allowed her to land safely. Or at least, I think it's safe, assuming that she didn't get hurt too much. Number 63. The episode 5 title, Hide and Wo Seek, is a play on hide and seek. The title itself does focus on hides and Wednesday. Number 64. Before Wednesday wakes up from her coma, you might notice that she's still in her hospital bed with her arms positioned across her chest like a corpse. While this may give the impression that she's actually dead, this is also a reference to the way Wednesday sleeps in the 1960s Addams Family series. Number 65. Gwendolyn Christie returns as Larissa Weems, now appearing as Wednesday's spirit guide after her death in Season 1. Number 66. Although Weems died in Season 1, creators Alfred Goh and Miles Millar decided to bring her back in a new way. They admitted that after filming her death, they wondered if they had made a mistake, since Christie and Jenna Ortega had such strong chemistry. Making Weems Wednesday's spirit guide became the perfect way to keep the dynamic alive. Number 67. The ghost of ex-Principal Weems starts the second half of Wednesday with 2 snaps, referencing the iconic snaps in the Addams Family intro. Number 68. A subtle touch from the makeup department was giving Principal Weems a paler shade of red lipstick in Season 2, which is a nice little detail symbolizing her transition into a spirit. Number 69. In Season 1, Principal Weems' costuming was modeled after Tippi Hedren in Hitchcock's The Birds. For Season 2, her look shifted to channeled Kim Novak in Vertigo, complete with a signature bun styled with a hollow center. Number 70. In episode 5, viewers might notice a scar on the back of Wednesday's head. It's a deliberate continuity detail carried over from her fall out of the window in the previous episode. Number 71. Episode 6 is called Woe Thyself, which is a spin on the ancient Greek phrase, know thyself. Of course, this is the episode with the body swap story, which forces the characters to literally confront their true inner identities. Number 72. Lady Gaga appears in Wednesday Season 2 as the spirit of Professor Rosaline Rotwood, a Nevermore teacher from the 1960s. She's a powerful raven with dark psychic abilities and is tied to an Addams Family member, which is Wednesday. Wednesday's run-in with Rotwood results in one of the most entertaining episodes involving Wednesday and Enid. Number 73. For the body swap sequence between Wednesday and Enid, stylist Nirvana Jalalvand drew inspiration from Japanese Harajuku fashion, which plays right along with Atwood and Sutherland's costume direction and inspiration for Enid, which, to remind you, was a mix of Japanese street fashion with a bit of New York in it. Number 74. The body swap twist is actually teased at the very beginning of the episode when Enid is one narrating before the opening credits. Until now, only Wednesday was the narrator of the show, which means that something was up, seeing as Enid was the narrator. Number 75. While promoting Season 2, Jenna Ortega said the moment she felt most ridiculous on set was filming this very episode. She didn't really specify, but we can assume it was the cold open where Enid dances in front of the school while in Wednesday's body, because that means that Jenna Ortega had to do that silly dance. Number 76. Opposite Ortega, Emma Myers said that she was really scared about playing Wednesday and wished she had more time to prep. Myers revealed that she used several clips of Ortega's performance as Wednesday to prep for the swap. Number 77. The allergy scene with Wednesday was achieved using prosthetics, making her look way worse than you can imagine. It took makeup artists about 2 hours each day to get Jenna Ortega fully prepared. Number 78. Wednesday, in the body of Enid, plays a cello cover of Don't Fear the Reaper by the Blue Oyster Cult, which can be considered a follow-up to her Season 1 performance of Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. Number 79. The book that Wednesday picks up, Kisses and Coffins, contains Morticia's pen name, Barbara Jean Day. The name is actually a reference to Charles Addams' first wife, which is Barbara Jean Day. Number 80. Woe Me the Money is the title of episode 7, and it's from the famous line, "Show me the money," in Jerry Maguire from 1996. The money in the title connects to the gala that we see in the episode and Grandmama's donation that certain people are trying to get. Number 81. In the episode, a New England corpse moth lands on Thing, but is quite colorful. The New England corpse moth actually exists, but is usually seen as brown and red, not as colorful as the one you see here. Number 82. For a long time, Tim Burton had wanted to include a tiki bar in one of his productions. Wednesday made that possible, and it appears in episode 7. Number 83. The tank used for siren performers was practical, and it was built at 7 feet deep, 6 feet wide, and 20 feet long to allow safe underwater choreography. One of the siren performers in the scene is Camilla Jabert, who is a known world-ranked freediver, so you know this scene is legit. Number 84. Productions tend to utilize the same stages for different sets. One such example is that the soundstage for the gala was actually previously used for the skulltree and the duel between Wednesday and Morticia. Due to the circumstance of Wednesday being a TV series, the crew had no time to waste and had to transform the space in 2.5 weeks, which they were successful in doing. Number 85. The food at the gala scene was styled to resemble a still life painting. That being said, nearly all of it was inedible, and they were created purely for this visual effect. Number 86. The gala's gondola was mounted on a track hidden underwater in the canal. To help hide the rig from cameras while filming, the water was dyed black to further darken the water. Number 87. Showrunners Miles Millar and Alfred Goh wanted the costuming for the gala to be operatic and theatrical, which is why they have masks involved in the costuming. The masks also served as a practical choice, allowing them to keep the mystery theme going despite the sudden shift in aesthetics. Number 88. The gala scene was one of the most elaborate in terms of wardrobe. Costume designers Colleen Atwood and Mark Sutherland revealed that nearly 400 costumes were created specifically for this sequence. Their goal was to make sure that the cast didn't look like they went to a rental house for their costumes. Number 89. Wednesday's gala hairstyle references Victorian braided hairstyles, while her makeup was meant to look like it was inspired by British rock star Suzy Sue. Number 90. Wednesday, someone who didn't always listen to rules and always stepped away from parameters, was given some sheer to cover her eyes instead of a mask. Meanwhile, Enid's dress was designed to be the polar opposite of Wednesday's, without the dress being pure white. Number 91. Enid's gala dress was considered Emma Myers' favorite costume. The dress was designed with 2 versions in mind, one for the normal scenes and a more flexible version for her dance sequence. The normal version had material that, while nice to look at, lacked the flexibility needed when moving as intensely as a dance. Number 92. Lady Gaga released a new song for part 2 of season 2, titled The Dead Dance. The song debuted in September of 2025 and was featured in episode 7 of the series, and honestly, I would be more surprised if they cast Lady Gaga and didn't include a new song from her. Number 93. While not directly about Wednesday Season 2, the official music video for The Dead Dance was directed by none other than Tim Burton, linking the 2 pieces of media beyond the show itself. Number 94. During the dance sequence between Agnes and Enid, there was actually a small mistake that was purposely left in the final cut, probably because it added a little extra charm to the scene. Evie Templeton accidentally ended the routine on the wrong foot, which matched Emma Myers' instead of mirroring her. She quickly corrected herself, glanced at Emma, and the two had little giggles at the end of the scene. Number 95. And finally, episode 8, which is the final episode of season 2, is titled This Means Woe, which is obviously a play on the phrase, this means war. The name captures the season's climax as Wednesday faces Isaac Knight in their final battle. Number 96. It's a bit late, but I have to mention that Owen Painter joins the cast as Isaac Knight, otherwise known as Slurp by Pugsley. He starts off as a reanimated corpse of a former student, then transforms into the mad scientist we know at the end of the season. Number 97. Transforming Owen Painter into Slurp was a long process. His makeup alone took 3 to 5 hours each day, with early tests stretching closer to 10 hours. On top of that, the look even made use of a full prosthetic head, layered body prosthetics, and additional costuming. I can't even sit still for an hour, let alone 10 hours, so I applaud his patience. Number 98. Looks are just one part of the process. To capture Slurp's physicality, Owen Painter studied vintage comedies like The Three Stooges, while he used the film The Man Who Laughs from 1928 to get Slurp's expressions down. Number 99. If you didn't already catch it, Isaac Knight's last name is an anagram of Thing. Number 100. The actor behind Thing, Victor Dorobantu, made sure to use his opposite hand to do everything as to keep the Thing's makeup intact during shoots. I do the same thing when I bowl in tournaments. I never use my bowling hand other than to bowl, so I know it's serious. Number 101. Taking a look back earlier in the series, the miniature furniture and props in Thing's tiny apartment were crafted using hand stitching and precision laser cutting, with every detail requiring effort to make the space feel used and authentic. Number 102. To show that Isaac and Thing were connected, Owen Painter actually kept Isaac's right hand and arm pretty still throughout the season. You can see his arm kind of moving, but he never really uses his hand, which is the most important thing for Thing. Number 103. For the final fight scene between Thing and Isaac, Painter used a GoPro camera to capture Thing's point of view. See, you don't need a camera that's worth thousands of dollars to make something look nice. And no, this is not a video sponsored by GoPro. Number 104. To get just the right effect when showing Thing attacking Isaac, Painter repeatedly hit himself in the head during filming. You know, for authenticity. Number 105. Showcasing the size and scale of this production, by the end of Season 2, it was revealed that Wednesday had filmed across more than 200 sets. It hurts my brain thinking about the amount of blood, sweat, and tears it took to make this season possible. Number 106. Wednesday Season 3 is already confirmed and is expected as early as mid to late 2027, depending on production starting in early 2026, of course. Similar to the release cadence of Season 2, it is expected that they'll follow a multi-part release schedule, so I definitely want to know your thoughts on these types of releases. Number 107. One of Jenna Ortega's hopes for Season 3 is that she wants the family to have less conflict, maybe even go abroad for a new mystery. We're still very early post-release of Season 2, so we won't know much about Season 3 just yet. However, here's to hoping the creators take in some of her input. And there you have it, 107 facts about Wednesday Season 2. What did you think about this new season? Did it live up to your expectations? What do you think Season 3 has in store for Wednesday and the rest of the Addams family? As always, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is Stanley Presents. Excelsior!